Hello, and welcome to another Conversation with the Cat, my practice of uploading a YouTube video a day for however long I can. I'm committing to 8 to 9 minutes a day of talking about vintage items, small business, and marketing here in my shop, The Cat Vintage, in Crockett, California. And today, I wanted to talk about and began researching vintage brass candlesticks. Super specific, I know, but vintage brass candlesticks are a very versatile piece of decor that can be used in a maximalist design space. You know, I love having lots of dark colors mixed with warm brass that is just a little bit shined. I like to leave the antique on it a bit, but also don't like it to look really bad. That mixed with those antique gold frames and a moody color, I'm telling you guys, that is the underrated palette for your home. Not enough people use dark colors in decor, especially wall color. It's actually something I've been challenging myself to dive more into. When I was a lot younger, I would paint my bedroom walls really dark colors or really bold colors, and I loved it. I haven't done that for a very long time, and since we bought our house a long time ago, and we have parrots, and in order to paint, I will have to remove the parrots from the house for several days. So it's a bit of a process. We haven't committed to any specific colors, so I'm also guilty of not using enough color in my decor. But we try to use it here at the shop. We don't paint because our ceilings are so high. You can see this on the vertical version of this video, but our ceilings at the shop are like 20 feet high. And so what I plan to do to drape the area in color is use curtains, event curtains, that I can move, change, and keep. And they're actually cheaper than paint per square foot, weirdly. So it gives us a really dramatic backdrop to the decor. On the other side of that, vintage brass decor looks great with that sort of newer beige mom aesthetic that leans more towards simple minimalism, white or off-white coloring in your wall paint, but brass also goes amazing with that. They like to, I think, stuff like seagrass and things and stuff like that. I don't know a lot about minimalist decor, to be honest with you, so if I'm giving an unfair description, forgive me. Nobody watches these except for perhaps people that are specifically looking me up. Whatever it is, YouTube's algorithm is not very good at suggesting content, I've found, and I love YouTube, but it doesn't suggest content in a social way like TikTok did, maybe if it gets banned, or Instagram or any of the other platforms. It's just like purely, I don't know, you have to look for what you want to see, and otherwise the algorithm seems to be really rage bait pushed, and it's hard to spend a lot of time just letting it serve you content because it's just kind of ridiculous shit. But anyway, I digress. What minute are we at? 5? I can talk for 3 more minutes. Should I bother? Yeah, why not? I'll just show off these brass candlesticks because they're kind of cool. So what made me think of this is, we buy these all the time. There's tons of styles. I love them. They sell really quickly for us. And I was thinking, what I need to know more about this. This is always what I do, is I have to learn every single little bit of information about these tiny niche, I can't say that word, vintage subjects. And yeah, so brass candlesticks have been around for a very, very long time. I'm gonna link this document that I found that seems to be free, accessible online. It's goes through the whole history of brass candlesticks back to the 1300s. It's wild, and it's actually really cool to see how French, Italian, all these different designs keep coming back in style with being footed or more decorative or having all these different little things about them. Honestly, it was a lot to digest. I probably have to read more about it or write an article myself, kind of do a little research essay. However, they have a really rich history, and styles are just like trends now, come and go and come back again. So I thought I'd show off these really amazing ones that we found recently. We find a lot of simple ones. We like these for little tablescapes or whatever. These are great for kind of your more average consumer who's going to want something. But these, oh my god, look at these. Okay. This one is actually the smallest one. Oh, it's not all going to fit in the camera lens. Oh, it is on the big one. Okay. This one is really big, ornate. Cool. Okay, right. What type of candle goes on there? I'm gonna try to figure it out. And then these two that are even bigger, and these ones match. I'm trying to show it for the horizontal. So I had to look this up. Oh, these do kind of have like a little thing that you can pierce the candle to and make it stick. I think these are fireplace brass candlesticks. Look at how cool they are. They're so dramatic. Put a little short votive in there, or like maybe a fake votive, you know, the battery operated ones, or real ones if you can pay close attention to fire. But yeah, those are very dramatic, theatrical, and I wanted to share those because I'm gonna dress them up and put them in the window. And we have this really gorgeous display of all this brass decor, whether it be mirrors, little like these are really cool. This is like a clamshell shaped trinket dish. Stuff like that is awesome for jewelry. Makes life just feel a little bit more special. This one you could put a candle out with. People love these. We sell them a lot. Okay, bye. YouTube, go away.